Have you ever wondered how a seemingly healthy person can suddenly experience a catastrophic shutdown of their body? It's a frightening thought, but understanding the science behind it can demystify the process and highlight the incredible fragility and resilience of human life. This isn't about one single event, but a cascade of failures, a domino effect happening inside us. Let's explore the delicate biological systems that keep us alive and what happens when they falter. Our bodies are a marvel of interconnected systems, with trillions of cells working in harmony. At the center of it all is the heart, our tireless pump. It beats around 100,000 times a day, circulating oxygen-rich blood to every organ and tissue. This constant supply of oxygen and nutrients is non-negotiable. Without it, cells begin to die within minutes. The brain, our command center, is particularly demanding, consuming about 20% of our total oxygen intake, despite making up only 2% of our body weight. So what can go wrong? Let's start with the heart's rhythm. The heart's electrical system is a precise conductor, ensuring each beat is perfectly timed. But sometimes, this electrical signaling can become chaotic. Conditions like ventricular fibrillation cause the heart's lower chambers to quiver instead of pumping blood effectively. This is a sudden cardiac arrest. Blood flow to the brain and other vital organs stops almost instantly. Without immediate intervention like CPR or a defibrillator to shock the heart back into a normal rhythm, this is a fatal event. It's not the same as a heart attack, which is a plumbing problem, a blockage in the arteries supplying the heart muscle itself. However, a severe heart attack can certainly trigger a cardiac arrest. Another critical point of failure is oxygen deprivation. Our lungs are the gateway for oxygen. Every breath we take brings it into our bloodstream. But what if that supply is cut off? A severe asthma attack, a serious lung infection like pneumonia, or an obstruction in the airway can rapidly decrease oxygen levels in the blood. This condition, called hypoxia, starves our cells. The brain is the first to feel the effects, leading to confusion, loss of consciousness, and eventually irreversible brain damage. The body tries to compensate by increasing heart rate and breathing. But if the oxygen supply isn't restored, organ systems begin to shut down one by one, starting with the most energy-demanding ones. Now let's consider the blood itself. It's not just a delivery service, it's a complex fluid that needs to be just right. Imagine a major trauma, an injury that causes severe bleeding. The rapid loss of blood volume means blood pressure plummets. The heart tries to beat faster to compensate, but there's simply not enough fluid to circulate. This is hypovolemic shock. The body cleverly redirects the remaining blood away from the skin and extremities, trying to save the vital core organs like the heart, lungs, and brain. This is why a person in shock might appear pale and have cold skin. But this is a desperate, short-term measure. If blood volume isn't restored through transfusions, the organs will fail from lack of oxygen, leading to a complete system shutdown. Infections can also trigger a catastrophic body-wide failure. When we get an infection, our immune system launches an attack to fight off the invading bacteria or virus. But sometimes this response goes into overdrive. This condition is called sepsis. Instead of just fighting the infection, the immune system starts to damage the body's own tissues and organs. It releases a flood of chemicals into the bloodstream that cause widespread inflammation. This can lead to tiny blood clots forming throughout the body, blocking blood flow to vital organs. Blood pressure can drop to dangerously low levels, a state known as septic shock. What started as a localized infection, perhaps in the lungs or a wound, has now become a systemic crisis, causing multiple organs to fail simultaneously. It's a devastating chain reaction. Even our metabolic system, which manages our body's energy, can be a source of sudden collapse. Take the pancreas, for example. It produces insulin, the key that allows our cells to use glucose for energy. In a person with type 1 diabetes, the pancreas stops producing insulin. Without it, sugar builds up in the blood, but the cells are starving. The body starts breaking down fat for fuel, producing acidic byproducts called ketones. This can lead to a life-threatening condition called diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA. The blood becomes dangerously acidic, disrupting the function of every organ system and leading to a rapid shutdown if not treated with insulin and fluids. The nervous system, our body's electrical grid, is another potential point of origin. A massive stroke, for instance, caused by a blood clot blocking a major artery in the brain or a vessel bursting, can have immediate and devastating consequences. A large enough area of brain tissue is deprived of oxygen and dies. If this happens in the brainstem, the part that controls essential functions like breathing and heartbeat, the shutdown can be almost instantaneous. The body's central command post is offline and all the systems it controls cease to function. What all these scenarios have in common is a cascade effect. A failure in one critical component, the heart's rhythm, the lungs' oxygen exchange, the immune system's response, triggers a domino effect that overwhelms the body's ability to compensate. Organ systems are so deeply interconnected that when one fails, it puts immense strain on the others. The kidneys can't filter waste without adequate blood pressure. The liver can't metabolize toxins, and the brain can't function without oxygen. This is what doctors call multiple organ dysfunction syndrome. It's a spiral from which it is incredibly difficult to recover. Each failing organ adds to the burden on the others until the entire integrated system collapses. The human body is a masterpiece of biological engineering, finely tuned to maintain a stable internal environment, a state called homeostasis. It has remarkable backup systems and compensatory mechanisms. But there are limits. When a critical failure occurs, it can push the body beyond its tipping point, initiating a rapid and cascading shutdown. Understanding these mechanisms doesn't make them less tragic, but it does give us a profound appreciation for the delicate balance that sustains our lives every single second. It's a reminder of the intricate science that keeps us going. Thank you for watching. If you found this informative, consider subscribing for more deep dives into science and the human body.